Hey, before you scroll past this, imagine the first time you powered on the Panorama XL RTX 5080 and that subtle pause you used to feel in your workflow just dissolved. You didn't just notice speed, you felt flow. This isn't for someone who's okay with hiccups, frame dips, fans whining under load, or machines that almost keep up. This is for the person who feels quality, someone who knows exactly when a system hesitates because you've lived with hardware that asks you to adjust your pace around its limits. You're done settling for compromise. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. Premium, liquid-cooled desktops like this don't stay steady in stock or value, and hesitation is exactly how people end up saying, "I should have bought it then." You probably realized it was time to upgrade when your old setup began tugging at your focus. Games that stuttered at the worst moment, projects that queued longer than they should, that quiet frustration of waiting just a little too long. You made excuses for delays that didn't have to exist, and deep down you knew there was something that would let you just work and play at your pace. The first time you hit power on this rig, that tension vanished instantly. It's not just speed on paper, it's confidence. Windows wakes immediately, apps snap open without hesitation, and that sense of bracing for lag just doesn't happen. Games don't just run, they fluidly load into ultra details. Creative tasks render with poise instead of groaning. And that liquid cooling? It feels like a silent partner, keeping everything composed even when you push hard. Picture your real routine with it. You fire up a AAA title and it feels alive, every texture, every frame, seamless. You switch to creative work, big assets, complex timelines, and it just handles them the way stuff should be handled. You're multitasking with confidence, not compromise. Even day-to-day apps feel immediate, because this machine doesn't ask you to slow down. Once you feel that level of responsiveness, anything less starts to feel like friction you shouldn't tolerate. You'll notice how often you used to pause, adjust, wait, and suddenly those moments are gone. That's real performance, not silent numbers, but experience. Take another glance at that price now that you've pictured this in action. Don't let a small stock shift or a slight hesitation push this into the maybe later pile. That's exactly how upgrade regret starts. If you're asking whether this rig truly reshapes your everyday experience, it does. Not just because it's powerful, but because it feels predictable. Power you don't have to tame. Performance you don't have to negotiate with. Confidence you feel every single session. Owning this feels commanding. Games feel immersive and fluid. Workflows feel uninterrupted. Scenes feel rich and responsive. Your setup finally feels aligned with you in reality. High-end power can generate noticeable fan activity under extreme loads and RGB fills the space. If you prefer minimal, it's bold. Eventually you stop circling options. At some point, you just pick the machine that already feels right in your mind before you even clicked here. Check that price, trust your instinct, and don't let this be the upgrade you look back on wishing you'd done sooner.